Thanks for joining us. I'm Katie Hinker. First tonight, it's no surprise, the city of Rochester is growing. And with growth comes the need for jobs, housing, and schools. But before we dive into that, let's take a look at the numbers. According to the Rochester Olmsted Council of Governments, the population of Rochester sat at just over 106,000 in 2010. 2 years from now, that number is projected to be at more than 125,000, and in 2030, nearly 150,000 people are expected to live in Rochester. And more people means more jobs. In 2010, total employment in Olmsted County was just over 108,000. In 2020, that number will sit at over 128,000, and 2030, nearly 150,000, over 40,000 more than it did in 2010. And with more people and jobs, inevitably comes more students. The Rochester public school system is already over capacity at several of its schools. And tonight, parents and community members had the chance to have their voices heard on that issue. KIMT News 3's Brooke McKivergan was there for it all. She's live in Rochester now. Brooke, what is the district looking to do?
Katie, I'm here at Elton Hills Elementary School, which is one of 6 schools right now in the district that is over capacity. Whether it's adjusting school boundaries or building entirely new schools, it's all up for discussion tonight. Parents made their opinions known tonight.
I guess, quality education.
Expressing how they feel about their children's schools being over capacity.
As a parent, I definitely do not want to see overcrowding in the schools.
Mark Scrookrud has 2 kids who are in the Rochester Public Schools District. There are a couple things he's worried about with the schools being at capacity.
You like to get that student to teacher ratio down. I think it gives some individual learning opportunities to the student, as well as things like just overcrowding in general, kids being too close to each other.
Marlis Carney is on the superintendent's task force, but even more importantly, she's a parent who has experienced the downfalls of having an overcrowded space firsthand.
As an AmeriCorps reading tutor at Elton Hills, one of the seriously overcrowded schools, elementary schools here in Rochester, I experienced this firsthand last year. There just is no available space for the existing number of kids in the school.
To fix this problem, a survey will be sent out to all homes within the district to get the community's opinions on what should be done.
A concerned parent, worrying about what's going on with the district and what their kind of future plans are for build out of buildings as well as where it's located.
It is then up to the task force to make a recommendation to the school board.
We are still evaluating all of our options at this point.
At the end of the day, Mark says he just wants his kids to have the best opportunities possible and hopes the community will come together to make that happen for everyone's kids.
Having the opportunity to explore different facets of learning.
Right now, the task force does plan on recommending boundary adjustments as a more short-term option. One other thing the task force plans on recommending on August 7th is district-wide options with second preference, which would give students applying for schools priority if they have an older sibling who is already attending that same school they're applying for. Live in Rochester, Brooke McKivergan, KIMT News 3.
Thank you very much, Brooke. And if it is decided that new facilities will be built, those doors would open in August of year 2022. The next Citizens Voice meeting will be held on August 28th at 5:30 at the Edison Building. Our sunny and dry weather